Toastmaster Sagar correctly said that and correctly implement those scenario as well. How many topics are we able to take as per our time limit? Will let us know so that if we can give that those to our guests as well some topics. Toastmaster Saurav, how many
I
topics can you give?
think
Yeah,
we can give it to them also. Yeah,
two
you
topic.
can do topics.
So two topic, correct? Can we take?
Yes,
Okay, fine. So
yes.
okay. So any guest who want to take up the topic? Okay,
I'm Mohit.
Deepak.
I'll take yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Deepak. So the topic is, what are your top 5 personal values? What are your top 5 personal values?
Okay. Can I start?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Mohit. So, uh, the value, like in my life, I follow the value which is the top for me. So I'm not counted all the values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or not considered as these are the top 2, 3, 4, 5, because the value which I have in my life are the best. So it can be 5 or can be 2 or can be 10. So I considered all the values 5. So the reason, because the value is why special for me, because of these value, uh, I can prove in my life, I can give myself the best way to live a better way. So because of this value, uh, I can have some special things in my mind, in my life, because of this value. So yes, there is no specific 4 5 value, but yes, I consider all the values as specific as we have. Thank you. Over to you, Mohit, Toastmaster Mohit.
Thanks, Deepak. Uh, yes, correctly said that. All the values what do we have exactly, each and every value have same way. Now the last topic. The last topic. So Swati and Sweta. Okay. So who will take that? Swati or Sweta? The last topic.
It's
So
okay. You can
two
give it to
is
Swati. Not a problem.
okay. Thanks. So the last topic is, what would you do differently if you know nobody would judge you? What would you do differently?
Okay, so thank you for the topic. So, what would I do differently if I know that nobody would judge me? Uh, the reason I am here, what I've mentioned in many of my introductory videos, also that I'm here to improve my communication skills and to get rid of my fear of public speaking. But it really makes me so nervous that I take a lot of I have to I try to unmute myself, I try to raise my hand to speak up, but then I fear blanking out. So if I'm, because I know it's a healthy space to make mistake, and the chances that I'll be judged are very less. But still, as a human being, you always have this fear that you'll be judged if you fumble or if you blank out. So if I am sure, 100% sure that nobody is going to judge me, uh, even if I blank out or if I fumble or if I cannot speak till 1 minute, then I think every time the table topic segment starts, I'll be first one to raise my hand. So yes, I'll do public speaking. I'll communicate very freely if I know that I won't be judged at all. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swati, and well said. So that's the end of our 12 topic for today. And over to you, Toastmaster Saurabh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. It was a very well executed table topic. Now, I would request the members to share any feedback which they have for the speeches that we had. Anyone would like to come up and share their feedback, suggestions? Anything, one or two line, anyone would like to share?
I just wanted to talk on these Riti's presentation keynote. I think it was very good. And so with the visual impact, showing how the highlighting and colors, plus, different kinds of graphs. So that would, make you feel that, yes, it does make a difference. So I think that was very brought out very clearly. Otherwise, we understand that proper use of presentation will help express your ideas. But then here's something we saw and heard. So I think with example, so I think that made it amply clear, and I think that was a big sort of takeaway. Thank you.
Certainly, it was indeed very helpful for each of us. Anyone else who would like to come up?
Yes, Saurabh, I would like to share something. So we've received some of the feedback from the sessions, and two key things which have come out from the previous sessions I would like to share here. One is that the expert series that we are doing, the 20 to 25-minute sessions that we are doing are something that our members and participants are finding useful. And the other feedback that we've received is that the table topics are not getting enough time and attention because of that expert series session. So today we've tried to find a middle path, and we've tried to have a moderator instead of a Toastmaster of the day, which means that we don't have another theme. We just have transitions and introductions being done by the moderator. That is an attempt to ensure that enough opportunity is given to guests and members to participate in table topics, while also at the same time continuing our expert series. So net, we are very happy that you are all coming forward and sharing your feedback. Please continue to do so. We'll obviously work with all of you and find some ways so that we can keep the meetings effective going forward as well. That's all I wanted to share. I'll hand it over back to you, Toastmaster Mohit.
Yeah, thank you. So now I would like to request Toastmaster Lavina to come up and share the evaluation for all the speeches.
Thank you for that. Today, I for the role of general evaluator, I have my tag team, which is there to help me with the different kinds of reports from the perspective of grammar and the argument and the timer as well. So now I would like to call upon today's timer, Toastmaster Sagar, onto the virtual stage to share the timer.
And just one thing, Toastmaster Lavina. I would like to first request if we can have the speech evaluation, then we can follow it up with the tag team.
Sure, Toastmaster. So for the speech evaluation, we had one prepared speech today, which would be evaluated by Toastmaster Nidhi. So I would call upon Toastmaster Nidhi to please come on to the virtual stage and share the evaluation. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Again, thank you so much, Lavina. So before I start my evaluation, I would like to give one feedback that DC ma'am, I really enjoyed listening to you today, and I feel that somehow it was in very less time you covered so much, and I learned a couple of things. So I prepare a dashboard in my office, but definitely I got a couple of new tips from this expert session. And I would request you, if you can manage, you can keep coming up with this kind of sessions, because you are content consul, if I'm not wrong. You have a 2 decades of experience in content writing. So it will not only, but help others also, as for me. Yeah. So let's come to speech evaluation. So Prem sir, it was really a pleasure listening to you. And when I talk about your speech, it was a good combination of your personal and professional life. The way you started your speech with the suspense and your endurance, we all came to know that what is going to happen the next. So it was really good the way you started your speech, and we would like to know more about your professional life experience. So it is said that life is a roller coaster ride, but people who are sitting in that roller coaster, they understand how it feels. So I believe that army people, they understand it better. People who are from the defense. So followed by your schooling, college, and professional life, then your fondness for solo adventure and cycling. And it is actually inspiring and motivating that irrespective of your age, we all are growing, we all grow, we all grow older, not younger. And in spite of that, you did not stop studying, you kept adding degrees to your education. And it is actually very good to keep learning and enhancing your knowledge. So it was your ice-breaking speech, and it was nicely articulated. And I could observe that it was very much engrossing from the starting till end. You orchestrated the content very nicely, and it was a nicely speech. Word clarity, language clarity is there. It was comprehensive, and word modulation was there. And I could sense it throughout the speech. You knew that where to pause and when to restart. So that was good. I could not notice lack of confidence. No dwindling of confidence was there. So it seemed to me that you are an expert speaker, and you prepared and you rehearsed your speech nicely. And I really appreciate the crispness in your voice. And I could not figure out, gauge much gap in your speech, but still a few suggestions are there. If you can, incorporate those suggestions in your future speech, that will definitely adorn your other future speeches. So start with more facial expressions and hand movements if you can accommodate in your speech, because that I was thinking that those were missing. And if in your future speech you can stand up and then try delivering your speech, so that looks more professional. And apart from that, yeah, so one more thing is that see, we need to be mindful about the time. I could sense that you had more to speak, but you had to cut it short in order to save time. So if you can rehearse it in terms of time, that in 5 minutes or 6 minutes, it will definitely help. Yeah. So these are Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nidhi, for the evaluation. Moving on now, I'd like to call upon timers, Toastmaster Sagar, onto the virtual stage to share his comments.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lavina. So all the speakers spoke really well and were good with the time limits. In the prepared speech section, Toastmaster Deepti, she took 23 minutes and 24 seconds. Then Toastmaster Prem Prakash, he took 7 minutes 46 seconds. Then for the table topic session, we have Toastmaster Nidhi, she took 3 minutes 16 seconds. Toastmaster Prem Prakash, he took 2 minutes 29 seconds. Then it was me, Toastmaster Sagar, 1 minute 54 seconds. Then Toastmaster Deepak, 1 minute 12 seconds. Then we have Toastmaster Swati, she took 1 minute and 16 seconds. Then for the speech evaluations, we have Toastmaster Nidhi, she took 3 minutes and 44 seconds. So that's all from the timer's report. Back to you, Toastmaster Lavina.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sagar. And for the next section, I would call upon Toastmaster Mohit, who is playing the role of the accountant. Toastmaster Mohit, please come onto the virtual stage to share the.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lavina. I'm here with my counter report. So Lavina used 4 R's, and one of the favorite words that you have is but. So it was used more than twice. You may want to be careful about that. Deepti has no R's, but there is a habit to use right multiple times. So there's a very, do you understand right? Right. So that was used about 8 times. You may want to be conscious about that. The other favorite word you use very often is in fact. Diptendu was perfect today. Saurabh had 1 R. Sweta had 1 R. And your favorite word, repeated word is like. You use that more than twice today, Sweta. Amit has used once and like once. Nidhi has used R's and ums about 6 times. And her favorite or repeated word is basically she repeats some of the words, like become familiar was done twice. He had was used twice. So you may want to be conscious about that. Colonel Prem had 4 R's, and your favorite word is it was used more than thrice. Sagar had 1 R, and Sagar has a tendency to use like. He used that twice, and also he repeated a word twice. Deepak used 3 R's and 2 so's. Swati has used 2 R's. That's all I have with my report, and I'll hand it over to Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit, for that elaborate report. And moving on to the next person, I have Toastmaster Dipendu playing the role of the grammarian today. Toastmaster Dipendu, take over virtual stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. So my task was cut out as the grammarian for today's meeting. We had a keynote speech by Deepti and one prepared speech. I could not observe any discernible or distracting use of language that could diminish the impact of what was being spoken. So very well done, Deepti and Prem, in your keynote speech and the prepared speech. Now, one area of, and another good usage that I could observe today, someone used the word adorn. Adorn is a wonderful word and is synonymous with embellishments or decoration. So that was an excellent word which was appropriately used by a speaker. All in all, everyone performed well. Now, what I want to focus on today in my report is the statements in general. Now, this statement, whatever I'm commenting now, is applicable for everyone. I did not find the statements to be well formed by many of the speakers. And the reason for that, according to me and my observation, is that we tend to think in our native language. Now, thinking in native language is natural, but what it results in many a times is that our statements tend to be broken into too many pieces. Yes, we do get what you are trying to say, but it is not a well-formed English statement. Let me give you an example. So, for example, one example is when I talk about your. and translation in Hindi would be, अगर मैं आपके speech की बात करना शुरू करूँ. So this is many a times that's how we think about in Hindi. Any guest who want to take up the topic? क्या कोई guest है जो आगे topic लेना चाहेगा? So probably we think in Hindi and directly try to translate it into English, which result in a malformed sentence. So my suggestion here would be that we start reading newspaper or articles from reputed English language sources, Hindu, Indian Express, or a magazine of your choice in an area of your choice, and learn to construct sentences which are well formed and succinct. Yes, we would still be thinking in Hindi language or in our native language, but even then we have to develop the habit of forming well formed sentences. So this suggestion is for everyone. The word esoteric was used once in chat by Colonel Prem, if I'm not wrong. So I'd encourage you all to imbibe and incorporate this word in your daily life. It would certainly help you describe many unusual and unlikely situations and people. Synonym for esoteric is cryptic, so that probably would help you use the word more often. With that, I would like to hand it back to Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jitendu. And as a general evaluator, I would now like to share my report. So I think as evident, we did have a technical glitch today and our meeting stopped in pencil. So I think we need to keep a backup from the perspective of the brevity version of the meeting. And if we have a backup Zoom link or something, then we can kick it off as soon as there is a privilege. Maybe that would help us. So moving on, I think the prepared speech section as well as the bigger speech section, they were all very well, and they went very smoothly, and the acceptance among the audience was too good. I think especially just part of the DP section, I think there was a lot of engagement with the audience, and the topic was very engrossing in the terms of being relevant in the professional as well as the personal space. So I think that was there were a lot of key takeaways, and a lot of people found it very useful. Plus, from the prepared speech section, I think there also the theme of the speech is going to stick for a longer time with the audiences. I think that was very well crafted and very well presented. Some suggestions from the perspective of the entire meeting would be that we would it would be appreciated if we keep ourselves on mute unless we are speaking, because a couple of instances were there when we had some disruption, and the people who were not supposed to be speaking were unmuted. So maybe we should be mindful of that. Apart from that, I don't have really much to point out here, and I see that a lot of good takeaways, and the whole meeting as a whole was a very interesting experience. To my tag team players, I think I would like to commend Toastmaster Jitendu. I think the role of a grammarian is historic to his personality. I think it has been, specifically designed for him as a person, and he shines in that role brilliantly. Toastmaster Sagar also did a great job in his role as a timer, and same goes for Toastmaster Mohit, an excellent to share, and that's the idea of including and the favorite words for each and everyone. I think that was kudos to you for that part there. Also, just before I close, I want to mention how Toastmaster Deependu was prizing us about the mother tongue influence and talking about the translation, the mental translation that happens at the back of all the sentences that we speak. That's about the report, and that's about the feedback that I have to share. And now I would hand over back to Toastmaster. Sorry, Saurabh.
Thank you, Lavina, for a comprehensive valuation from you and your team. Now I'll hand over to Toastmaster Deepti, who is the vote counter for the day.
Thank you, Saurabh. Yes, I just posted the link on the chat window. Please open, access, and vote. And while people vote, I think I'd like to pass on the podium to Toastmaster Deependu for his closing note, and then I'll share the results with you on WhatsApp or through the message chat itself.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Deepti. Let us take this opportunity to hear from our guests. And I can see that a few people have joined us today. Swati has been meeting with us for a few weeks. I can also see. So, anyone else? Let us start with Swati, and then we'll roll over to other guests who have joined the meeting. So, Swati, would love to hear again from you. What brings you to Toastmasters, and tell us something about yourself.
Hi, as you already know, my name is Swati and I'm from Kurukshetra and a student of MSc in Biotech. A friend of my friend Ankit, he told me about Toastmasters. He was also a member of one of the groups. So the meeting was very interesting. The presentation by Deepti ma'am especially, and the table topics were good as well. So it was a very nice experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. Good to have you in the meeting. Do we have more guests here? Bhagya?
Hi, sir.
Hi, Bhagya. Please tell us something about yourself. How did you get to know about Toastmasters?
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm already a Toastmaster. Earlier also I told you. I have membership of PMND as well as CCT. And more importantly, as far as my feedback is concerned, I have loved the talk on art of storytelling. And more particularly, the journey shared by Colonel Saab. And the quote, still it is in my mind, that the illiterate of 21st century will not be those who don't know how to read and write, but those will be who will not learn, unlearn, and relearn. So that is the take home for me, and I hope that by the support of this community, we will grow together. Thank you very much, and hope to see you again also.
Thank you so much, Bhagya. It was great having you here. Can we hear from Deepak? Deepak, please tell us something about yourself and what brings you to this particular meeting.
Yeah, thank you, Deependu. So I'm Deepak. I'm from Rewari and working in Gurgaon, one of medical pharma company. And I got to know about this Toastmaster Club is from one of my colleague. So Toastmaster is this Toastmaster Club was a part of one of my office activity or something like that. From there I got to know about the Toastmaster, and yes, I have the same fear about the communication, the confidence of the communication, and just to get out this fear, I'm here. And yes, looking forward to getting more confidence from Toastmaster Club. Thank you, Deependu.
Wonderful. It was great having you here, Deepak. Keep joining us, and I'm sure you'll reap benefits. Any more guests in today's meeting? You can raise your hand and I'll invite you on stage to speak. All right. So again, a message for one and all guests, potential Toastmasters, those belonging to other clubs. Consider joining either Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club or Toastmasters Club of Storytellers. We are online, so there is always the flexibility of moving around clubs and attending and grabbing the most benefit out of Toastmasters educational program. I hope you found today's meeting beneficial, and we are now in the voting phase of Lok Sabha elections. I mean, of course, Lok Sabha elections are not nearly as important as voting for the best table topic speaker in today's meeting. So, Deepthi, the voting has closed. That's what I can see. And I invite Deepthi to share the results for today's
Okay,
meeting.
Diptendu. So I'll give countdown from 5 for the last couple of votes to come in case there are some game changers, because we have a beautiful report today in terms of votes. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. And indeed, I did receive one vote towards the end with the countdown. Okay, so here are the results. So since we have one prepared speaker, that was Toastmaster Prem, and one evaluator, that was Toastmaster Nidhi, I think both of them are winners for us. And because it was an icebreaker speech, it deserves a standing ovation or a double thumbs up. So Colonel Prem, every time we give an icebreaker speech, it's always a standing ovation because it takes some gut and some nerve to come up and speak the first one. Moving on to our best role player. Well, from the general evaluator, the moderator, and the table topic master. Today, our hearts were with our table topic master, Toastmaster Mohit Lodhi. Congratulations, Mohit. Your topics took our heart away. Thank you. The best auxiliary or the supporting role player from our timer, Sagar, from our grammarian, Diptendu, and our counter, Mohit Sahani. It indeed, if you look at the graph of the pie chart that I am seeing, it shows a lot of TIFF, and which makes me happy to announce that the TIFF, or is rather a tie between two of our best role players. And the best role players for today are the grammarian Toastmaster Diptendu and Toastmaster Toastmaster Mohit as the counter. Congratulations to both of you. Well, coming to the last section, not the least, table topic speakers. Again, I have a beautiful result, and I call it beautiful because we have not one, but two winners. We have a tie, and we have a tie between. Can I make you guys guess? Okay, let me make you guess a different way.
Sagar.
Okay, let me make you guess a different way. The tie is between innocence, ignorance, and if nobody knew, how would they judge you? So that makes the winners, Toastmaster Sagar and guest Swati. Absolutely, congratulations. Your speeches took our heart away today. Thank you. With that, back to you, Toastmaster Diptendu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepthi. Congratulations to all who won accolades today, and of course, have to thank Deepthi again for the wonderful session on data storytelling. Colonel Prem for the incredible prepared speech that he delivered. All in all, I'm sure that all of us are taking something away from today's meeting. I hope to see you again next week. And as we part ways for this week, Mohit, if you would like to add a few words as we conclude today's meeting, it would be great.
Thank you, Toastmaster Diptendu. Huge round of applause for yet another wonderful session that we've just concluded. it is because of the fact that all of us are coming together that we are able to derive the maximum out of these sessions. You would have heard, I certainly have heard that there is a feedback about online meetings not being so effective. And our club, Toastmasters Club of Storytellers and Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club, proves that that statement is definitely not right. In the entire Toastmasters community, and especially in District 41, we are the talk of the town. Whenever somebody requests for a Toastmasters club and has a preference or a need for an online club, it is these two clubs that stand out. So a huge round of applause for all of us who are making these meetings possible and effective for us. We are joining because we are deriving benefit out of it, because we are gaining out of it. Just day before yesterday, I got an award from my organization because I do something similar at my organization. I do a weekly Know Your Business session where we have exactly same format, exactly same thing that we do here. People from different places, different departments come out and share their learnings in the organization. And it is because of that that I have been rewarded for doing something incredible. It doesn't take a lot of time. It is quite interesting. It teaches me and all of us a lot of negotiation, communication, and leadership skills. So there is so much to take back from these sessions. So thank you once again. And let's keep sharing the feedback, because it is that feedback that makes us sure that we are going in the right direction and we can make adjustments as we go forward. And if anybody wants to join the club, please feel free to reach me or Diptendu, and we will be happy to onboard you formally. If you become a formal member, there are certainly far more benefits that you derive out of these meetings. The next thing I want to share is that this is just the starting. This is just the starting. There are hundreds and hundreds of opportunities that this opens for the members. There are meetings and sessions that happen at various levels, other clubs, areas where certain clubs come together and do an event, divisions coming together, District 41 of this is the hierarchy of the Toastmaster International, and all of us have an opportunity to speak at forums which are physical or offline forums also. So the fact that we've joined an online club doesn't stop us from coming out and speaking at forums which are public speaking forums in person. So just keep a watch out of the opportunities that will come your way. Come forward and take up the roles and those opportunities, and we all will reach places that we would have never thought possible ourselves. So with that, I would like to just open it up in case if there are any questions, and then we can close the meeting, Diptendu, unless you had something else to share as well.
That's about it. And thank you, Mohit. It is heartening to hear from you. And Mohit, as you all know, is the Wing Division Director for District 41. And as he has just informed us that Leaders Connect and Toastmasters Club of Storytellers are the choice clubs and when it comes to online meetings. So that is a huge compliment and recognition coming from Mohit and from the District 41. So let us continue attending meetings, do our best, prepare our best, and deliver our best at the meetings, because here at Toastmasters we learn from each other and with each other. So with this, I'd like to call it a wrap for this week's meeting. See you again.